How to create an attendance register in D2L. First, log into D2L and enter into the course for which you want to create an attendance register. Once there, select the Progress drop-down menu and then select Attendance. To create a new register, select the New Register button. Once on the New Register screen, you'll enter the register name and a description. However, note, descriptions are not required for division record keeping purposes. For attendance scheme, the system scheme is default. The system scheme only indicates if a student is present or absent. Next, cause for concern. This is a feature of the attendance register that allows you to set a certain percentage of absences before which a student is flagged on your attendance register as being a cause for concern. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will select 80%. The visibility button allows you to grant access to your students the attendance record. By default, students are able to see the register. However, you may select that they do not see the register. Users will typically include all users in the course. However, you may select specific groups or sections. Moving down, you'll see the sessions chart. By default, 3 sessions are granted. To determine the number of sessions you need, you have to consider how many meetings you have. For instance, a 15-week course that meets once a week will have 15 sessions. To start, you'll have to name your sessions. You may give the sessions generic names, or you may indicate a specific date for which you are meeting. Note, if you use your attendance register in other courses, you will have to change the session names if you indicate specific dates. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will use generic names. For session 1, we'll indicate session 1. For session 2, we'll indicate session 2, and so on. Next, save your current changes by selecting Save. The screen will refresh and you'll note that all of your previous entries are still there. Scroll back down to Sessions and now add more sessions to ensure that you have a row for each class meeting. Because we have 3 sessions and our example is for a 15-week, once-a-week course, we'll need 12 more sessions. Once you enter the number of sessions to add, select Add Sessions. Next, scroll down and name the remainder of the sessions. Once you've named your sessions, ensure that you've entered them correctly and press Save. You've now created your attendance register. To enter student attendance, go back to the Progress drop-down menu and select Attendance. You'll notice your new course register is available. Select the course register and note that all of your students have been automatically imported and you have a column for each session that you created. To enter a student status, select the calendar icon next to the session name. You'll note now you have a list of all of your students, along with an attendance status drop-down menu. You may enter student status manually or in mass. To enter status manually, select the drop-down menu for the student you wish to enter status for. For the system scheme, you have the choice of P for present or A for absent. Select the status for each student and select Save. Your status has been saved and your attendance record has been updated.